Robert Smart, and I'm the president of the White Lake Association. I represent hundreds of area residents that care deeply about the health and well-being of the lake that we call home, the White Lake. We greatly appreciate the generosity of the White Lake Community Fund and the White Lake area women for generously giving us funding for a comprehensive study of the White Lake's water quality 10 years after delisting. It's my pleasure to introduce Alan Steinman, the Alan and Helen professor of Close. Alan's a good friend of mine from EWI, but he has a title as long as this.
I am the Alan and Helen Hunting Research Professor at the Institute. Used to be the director, Amy. Stepped down a couple of years ago, and now just a research professor at the Institute. So Bob and Jim have kindly worked with us to set up a monitoring survey that we've been doing of White Lake that we started this past year. It's 10 years after delisting. We talk about what life is like after delisting. One thing that Tanya did not point out is that when we deal with these BUIs, and in White Lake we addressed all of them in 2014, it doesn't address the current problems. It only addresses the past problems that were identified back in 1987. So things like PFAS would not be addressed under the current change. Aquatic invasive species are not addressed. So we need to continue monitoring, not just in White Lake. When Muskegon Lake gets delisted, hopefully next year, we're going to need to think about life after delisting there as well. And so what I'd like to do today is talk about the research results that we've done this past year, as far as we've analyzed them, and then talk about how things have changed since 2014 when the official delisting began. And Jim, can you get this